Oh my gosh. This is literally the main reason I'm here. The fact that I have the ability to gift myself this trip.
I don't even know what to say.
The fact that I'm actually doing it. Thank you, Lord. The fact that I'm doing it by myself. I have no expectations of the journey from now on. Yo, I did not expect this.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flight deck captain speaking. It's an absolute pleasure having you on board. Hope you're enjoying the flight. We are starting our descent down into the Los Angeles area. We are just starting to cross the United States border.
Hello, good morning. Hold up, let me give you the lowdown. A little while back, I had planned this soul journey road trip through California, and all I knew was that I'd be flying in and out of LAX. I decided to first head up the coast along the Pacific Coast Highway, and then back down inland through California's epic national parks. I'm so excited. Big Sur is what called me here. California had lived in the back of my mind for years. When I was younger and I had a Tumblr, there was a picture of the MacWay Falls, and it was my desktop on my first ever laptop. Secondly, back in the day, I even did a little project on this in my fashion degree years ago. I designed this whole collection for Gap, inspired by a Big Sur road trip. And thirdly, I knew I was visiting, of course, where my auntie used to live, a little further up in Santa Rosa. My auntie Haiti was my twin sister Julia's and my godmother. She was known for her sunny spirit and infectious laugh. She passed when we were 9 years old due to pharmaceutical testing. I last saw her on my 5th birthday, and she gifted us this epic board game called Splash with squeaky dolphins in it. I bought this small hand-carved wooden dolphin to represent her spirit guiding me on my journey, as I knew it would be just Cat and the open road. Okay, let's get back to it. I am in my rental car. It is a Jeep Compass. I'm so excited to show you. I literally eked. I eked when I saw this car yesterday. 19,000 miles. We're starting at 19. I'm gonna hit up Walmart and get all the essentials. The middle of the city is so busy. There's so much traffic. I'm not used to it. My priority is just to head to Ventura, find a place to park up, sort myself out in the back since I'll be living in this car for a bit. I'm kind of getting it. I'm kind of understanding why people love Cali so much. Everything is so accessible. You can literally get whatever you want, whenever you want it. This is coming from a girl who grew up in Mexico, right? The US? Wow. Okay, so the realistic part of this process is I'm nervous. I mean, it's safe, don't get me wrong. It just feels like I'm breaking the rules a little bit. It's the moment of truth. I'm gonna go ahead and push the front seat up that way, so I have the most space I possibly can back here. These headrests off, fold these down, and see how much space I can possibly make in order to make myself a bed back here. It doesn't look Instagram worthy, but this view does. You know what I mean? Breakfast. It started sinking in for me that I was truly doing this trip. I just got to the community church and the sun is coming out.
Many hours later.
I was gifted the most beautiful Bible. Look at that. I don't even know what to say. I want to stay. I met a really beautiful family. They took me to lunch and we went to watch someone get baptized in the ocean. And we spoke about Christ. Oh, and not to mention, they opened up the church in Carpinteria for me to go and see. And it's super beautiful inside, like stained glass windows and everything. It's just so inspiring to see families that are together and bound by faith. I rarely ever think of if I was ever to get married and have children. I've just always thought life will work out as it's meant to. When I actually think about it, it makes me emotional because it's rooted in God. I just feel so cared for. Faith over fear and the ways in which it's manifesting is correct and right for me. May the adventure continue. I had such a wonderful day. We're back in business, baby. Okay, let's go. Out here in Morro Bay, it's like delicious weather. You can hear the sea lions in the back, huh? Hi. Hi. He said hi back. He looks like a dog. The music really makes the journey. Don't forget your tunes.
The PCH was shut from the south side due to Paul's slide, so I had to overshoot.
I've decided to hang out in Carmel by the sea tonight.
The beauty of Carmel was absolutely breathtaking in the morning.
It's the big day.
I am off to Big Sur.
It's so pretty. The trail is about 1 hour hike, which is totally doable. I had to pull over because I was feeling really weird. I'm gliding along Highway 1, supposed to be like really truly loving and enjoying it, and like I'm so grateful, right? But just because I'm feeling gratitude doesn't mean I'm feeling happiness right now. It's not one or the other. It's both. I feel overwhelmingly happy and also sad. It's like I'm expanding my nervous system doing this trip by myself. So I'm just gonna let myself sit with that. Yo, I did not expect this. I just thought it would be the best day ever, but crying doesn't make it not the best day ever. Okay, if I wasn't happy before, I'm really happy now. Macway Falls! Oh my gosh! It's so pretty!
After an eventful day, I made my way back up the coast because Big Sur is a protected area and I had to park outside of it. Tonight's gonna mark night 4 in my car camper, and I thought I would show you around. There were things I laid out with myself before leaving, and this included to be stealthy, park smart, stay safe, and apply best practices as a woman.
So these are my little magnetic curtains. I bought them off of Amazon. They absolutely work. They cover everything. Tiny bit of light might shine through, but nobody can see through. It's amazing. So I have them for the front windows and for the back windows. The only ones that they don't cover are the little windows in the back. I honestly just cut out some black plastic bag for those, like I did for the back window. And for the front, I use sun reflectors. My bed setup, I just have it rolled up like that right now. A yoga mat underneath it, a sleeping bag on top, and at night, what helps to circulate the air is a battery-operated fan. Lifesaver. That's how I've been managing this at the moment, and it's been going pretty well. That's me. Like, come on. Dude. Anything after yesterday in Big Sur is just the cherry on top. I have no expectations of the journey from now on. Whatever presents itself will be a huge gift for me.
Today was a bigger driving day, and I wanted to make 2 stops along the way.
Dude, these get harder and harder. Only by staying open do we allow the flow of what's true. Oh my goodness, I'm actually in California. I'm actually doing this road trip. I literally can't get this smile off my face. To take myself on a road trip, be driving the one, open road. Oh, thank you, Lord. It's beautiful.
On my last leg along Highway 1, I made a few scenic stops along the way and arrived in the city just in time to catch the sunset. And wow, what a welcome. The next day, I leaned into the fact that San Francisco is such a walkable city. I hopped on one of those classic cable cars. It's such a fun way to get around, with the bells singing and the city literally rolling by. And rode it all the way down to the ferry terminal.
Today's been exciting. I've been finding my way around San Francisco, and I booked a second night at the hostel that I booked in last minute. I made friends with the receptionist, and he's also a tour guide, so he offered to tour me. ¿Quieres saludar?
Hey!
This is JP.
Welcome to San Francisco.
He took me to the Palace of Fine Arts, which in my opinion is one of the most beautiful buildings in the city. It was designed to look like Roman ruins and stir emotion after the 1906 earthquake. Then we biked underneath the Golden Gate Bridge to see the old Fort Point, which dates back to the Civil War. San Francisco is too rad to only see for half a day. I had such a good time riding that bike. I was literally going like 40 because it's an e-bike. You can see the speed that you're going. Breaking some rules there. Oops. I used to live in Bath, England, and I thought Bath was bad. Check this out. It's like 50 degrees of an inclination. I will not have to hit up a gym for the next couple of days. Naturally, I kept exploring the city. I made my way to Lombard Street. Tourist hotspot, really. It's a ramp, but it drops 27 feet every 100. Wandered through the legendary City Lights bookstore. Sat through a super woke comedy night, and even snuck into the Hilton 333 rooftop bar for a cityscape at night. Good morning. I'm heading to the pad. Figured I'd get a yoga class in, get some stretches before I head back in the car for an unlimited amount of time. I am honestly looking forward to Point Reyes today and just soak in all the nature I can get. That was almost too long in the city. But now I can say I know San Francisco a little bit. I'm in Point Reyes. Windy roads to get here were stunning. Guess where we are? How gorgeous are these? They were planted in the early 1900s, and they've been shaped by the wind, hence how like wide and disheveled they look, but like in the best way. This was my last coastal stop before heading inland, and the closest I'd be to where my godmother used to live. So I took the moment to say a prayer and baptize the little dolphin in her memory. I felt inexplicably more connected to her than I thought I would. I listened to Enya my whole drive up to Santa Rosa. Wow, that's the fastest I've had to drive. That was stressful. Right, I am prepared to cry because I'm about to meet my late auntie's best friend, and we're at a Starbucks in a plaza in her hometown, and yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna have a moment. That was indeed emotional. I sat outside the home that was lost to the state after my auntie passed, and eventually made my way to a quaint town called Sebastopol in contemplation about how grief demands to be felt, no matter the time since death. Catch me for part 2 of this trip. It's stunning. Oh my god. Where a dear friend joins me. I get lost. I somehow went off trail. We hike Yosemite. Hug sequoia trees. Catch breathtaking sunrises and sunsets. Go to an alien land. And I fall in love?